You know, as embarrassing as this is, I'm just going to walk you through it. So I built this house that it's in, and that kind of got me sidetracked from finishing the boat. But so I'm at the very, very front of it right now. I don't know if you can see that. My plan is right there. There's already one there. I've got two of those little generators like that, and I'm going to build a little locker right there for those guys. This side is going to be, I've got a big ass 25-pound Danforth anchor. It's going to have a little anchor locker right there. Those are seats on both sides. As I recall, they do fold out and make into a bed. I can't quite remember. My plan is I want to put a, oops, went too far. I want to put an eye right there and then up here at the front too, and put a hammock across there. So then moving back, so the front of it, like I said, from the very tip to the console there, I believe is 12 feet. So we come back here, and this was just all open before. He didn't have any windows or anything in here. And I made a little, like that's a screen door, and then there's another door on top of it that drops down to be able to have screen or finish it off with glass to cover, enclose this in. Because I like having the cockpit like open from the driver's seat. This is the helm. So, you know, you can look out and stuff. But so anyway, this is the helm. And under here, there is a 20-gallon water tank. And I'm picking one up tonight for this side that's 30 gallons. So that brings me some weight, a little bit to the front. And then that's my hot water heater, which is falling out of the box. That's a 37-gallon fuel tank. I considered, when I posted on the forum, I seriously considered mounting it right there just to get some weight forward. But I decided instead to leave them where they're at in the stock location and then put a water tank up here. I think with the generators up there and the anchor and the fuel and all that, I think it's going to be pretty close to balance still. There's a little 2-burner stove under there. So these are the windows. Let's see. Now I put not plexiglass. What's the better version of plexiglass? Lexan. I put Lexan in those windows, and then 2 of the other windows on each side. And then I'm gonna. I've been going round and round on how to make windows that open, and I think I've got a way now. So those are going to be windows. The original owner built this thing, had a stove here. It's a 2-burner stove. It's a nice stove. I'm definitely keeping it. And then right here, he had countertop going back and a freezer. And it's like, that didn't make any sense at all to me. So I've got a refrigerator that fits in here perfect. It's an apartment size fridge. And so that's what's going there. And then on the other side over here, there's a sink, of course. The hot water heater's going to go under there. This is a shower. It doesn't have a shower head in it yet, but he built it for a shower. Whoops, I'm sorry. I just turned that sideways on you. And that's that old antique macerator toilet that I really don't think I'm going to use because it's just really scary. And I don't want it in the shower anyway. It's a dumb place for it. Or if it is in the shower, it needs to be a portable one that I can just lift out really easy. So that's that. And then one thing he did do really well is he made this door so it opens up, and then it kind of, it will, eventually block off the bedroom back here so that I can just cool the bedroom if I ever want to, do air conditioning at night. So now back here, I can get up a little bit. So he had a twin bed over here, a twin bed over here that went from the back to the front, and then the center raised up to where the window starts right there. I don't know why he had it so high. It was really weird. And then he had this hatch thing here to get to the motor underneath. So what I'm going to do is make the whole thing a sheet of plywood that will be hinged at the back and lift up to get to my motor. And a twin bed will come to, actually it's a little shy of right here. Oops. And then, so I'm going to have access to my tanks and stuff back here. So there's one fuel tank there. My batteries are going to go here, and I've got 6 of those. And then there's an access door to the outside right there. And on this side, that's the original gas tank down in there. It's an 18-gallon tank, and I'm replacing them both with 37s. And then that's the water system. And then to finish the outside, or to get at the outside, see, one thing kind of bothers me about this boat is the only access to get out is way up in front of the helm there. So I'm going to cut this back right here and put a door right here. That door will open in, and then there's going to be like a gate that flips down on the outside to get around to the back swim deck. Not a gate, but a, what do you call it, walkway. It flips down. And I already did a proof of concept hanging on the side of the boat over here with that walkway. And it is right there on the hinge. Now that's hinging down. The one back there is going to hinge up and be considerably shorter. That goes all the way to the back. So I'm basically going to use that piece for the rear deck and for the door going out. So it will just flip right out. So yeah, that's we're close quarters in here. So yeah, much to my shame, this boat has been sitting here untouched virtually. Well, not quite completely, but almost for, that's 2.5 years now. So, and so that's one of the reasons we took this houseboat trip last week, is to reignite the passion for this thing, because I've got to get this done. We absolutely love being on the water, and there's no reason for this boat to look like this. I've got a spray foam kit, which the clock is ticking on, because that's what I'm going to do back here. But it's only got about a 6-month shelf life, and I've had it for about a month and a half now. So I'm going to spray foam that whole ceiling, these walls back here, and as far forward as I can go. But these will be really easy to just put pink foam in, or pink panels in, so I'm not too worried about doing up here. But yeah, that's my freaking disaster. And like I say, it's to my great shame that here it sits. I've got almost all the parts I need, just a couple pieces of aluminum for the swim deck, but everything else, I've got the tanks, and you know, I put windows in back here, real windows that actually work, and some ceiling fans, and I've got a rooftop air conditioner. It's going to go right here, out of actually it was on another houseboat, but it's a RV style air conditioner. So it's I hate to show you like this, but now you're going to hold me accountable, because this boat is getting in the water next year.